There's no denying it now, Cooper Flagg is NBA ready. We've already seen Cooper Flagg play 2 games in Summer League that were in some ways night and day. The first game was not efficient at all as he shot 5 of 21 from the floor, but aside from the shooting, he did everything else very well. He was passing the ball, getting guys good looks, rebounding, playing defense, getting blocks and steals, showing that he has a lot of other intangibles outside of just scoring. But in game 2, he decided to flip the script. Wasn't racking up a lot of assists or rebounds, but he was making sure he got his points as he finished game 2 with 31 points, shooting 50% from the floor, 3 of 8 from 3, and the free throws can definitely improve. We all know what it's like to be a Dallas Maverick. You put on the jersey, you forget how to shoot free throws. But Cooper Flagg provides a lot of relief to the Dallas Mavericks in many different ways, and in this video we're going to take a look at an article from Grant Afseth that really breaks down Cooper Flagg's entire build, his bag, what he brings to the Mavericks, and what we can expect. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 21,621 subscribers. I truly do believe we could hit 22K in probably a few weeks, maybe even 23K by the end of the year. So if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related all summer long, make sure you subscribe and you won't miss out on a single thing. But Cooper Flagg is NBA ready. I don't know if you guys believe it yet, but I definitely do. I saw enough. We don't need to see another Summer League game from Cooper Flagg. I think I can wait until preseason to see him actually play with the main team. But we did see a lot of good things from Cooper Flagg. Like I said in the intro, the handles, probably the only thing that he needs to work on, but the ball security was great. The scoring in game 2 was completely different from game 1. One of the things I liked a lot was his ability to get to the line. Players like Kyrie Irving does not get to the free throw line often. They do not respect him. He does not get the whistle by any means. But last night, or the other night during the Summer League game, Cooper Flagg was able to attack the basket with force, finish at the rim to get the free throws, to get the and ones, and that will be an amazing attribute for the Dallas Mavericks, as free throws, we don't really get that whistle anymore. But if we take a look right here, I had tweeted this out earlier today, because I was curious and wanted to know, and I'm probably the last to know, but Mark Stein, announced last night that Cooper Flagg is not going to be playing the rest of Summer League. Cooper Flagg averaged 20.5 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 1 block, while shooting 36% from the floor, 23% from 3, and 57.1% from the free throw line. Ready to see how Coop looks with the main squad in preseason. Now, not looking at those percentages, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.5 steal, 1 block, pretty solid. Showing that he can definitely score. Like I said, in game 2, it was completely different. Game 1, he was doing more of the secondary and tertiary things that we would need out of role players. And like I've said many times on this channel, Cooper Flagg is the type of player who will just go out there and do whatever he needs to do to help his team win. Game 2, we need him to score, as he scored almost half of our points in that entire game. But in game 1, he wasn't our leading scorer, but he did a lot of other things very, very well. A lot of fans feel like Cooper Flagg is going to join this Dallas Mavericks team to be the next Luka or the next LeBron or the next Michael Jordan, where he elevates the team and takes over. And that's not the case, at least not just yet. He has a lot of time to grow, a lot of time to become that type of player. And we have a luxury of where we don't need him to be that anytime soon. But if you do take a look at those shooting percentages, very, very bad. Arguably, it was because of his game 1 performance that his field goal, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage were low. And even in game 2, he shot 8 of 13 from the free throw line. So Cooper Flagg, those percentages don't scare me. He did take a lot of shots, 21 shots in game 1, 20 shots in game 2. Obviously, coaches want him to go out there and just do what you do best. Get a feel for the game, show us what you can do. Obviously, it is just Summer League. You don't get a nice little pat on the back and a trophy and a gold star if you win Summer League. Well, I'm pretty sure there is trophies. You do get something, but it doesn't matter if you win Summer League. There's many players who have had amazing Summer League performances that also have subpar careers, and vice versa. Some players really don't do good in Summer League, but they'll have great careers. But for the Mavs organization, its fans as well, we were able to see something from Cooper Flagg, not against other college players, but against other NBA players, and he held himself very, very well. In an article that came out earlier the other day from Grant Afseth, who does amazing work, make sure you follow him on Twitter and check out his work online, put out an article saying, "Just trusted all the work. Cooper Flagg drops 31, shows growth as Dallas Mavericks fall to San Antonio Spurs in Summer League. The article continues by saying Cooper Flagg is taking on the pressure. One of the most impressive developments for Flagg has been his ability to handle the ball in traffic and under pressure. In 62 minutes of Summer League play, he's committed just 3 turnovers, despite constant full court attention from defenders. That is probably the most impressive thing. If you've watched the Summer League games, Cooper Flagg is getting pressured from the jump, and he's bringing the ball down a lot. Jason Kidd has said it several times. We're going to try to make you uncomfortable, do things that you're not used to, ball handling, being a point guard. We have point guards. We have D'Angelo Russell. We have Jaden Hardy, as well as Brandon Williams, Dante Exum. So having Cooper Flagg bring the ball down, I don't think there's going to be a lot of that. But if there's a situation that calls for it, make sure he's ready for it. And he was ready. Now, still need to work on the handles. It's a very high dribble from a lot of people that know a lot more than I do told me that's probably the one area that needs to be worked on right away. But the ball security is there. Only 3 assists over 2 games only 3 turnovers over 2 games is very, very impressive. His build, his size, his speed, he handles the ball very well. But like I said, he's not perfect. No one's perfect. He can still improve. But to continue with the article, Flagg said, "I'm exhausted," Flagg admitted. "I'm not used to bringing the ball up like that. Bringing it up full court and having somebody on my hip for 94 feet, I'm definitely not used to that. But I thought I did a solid job of bringing it up against pressure," and he really did. In Summer League, you're allowed 10 personal fouls. So yes, the opposition, the opponents are going to be applying extreme pressure on the ball handlers, especially Cooper Flagg, knowing he's the number 1 overall pick, knowing that he's the talk of the town, talk of the league. Yeah. Anybody who wants to get their name known as a great player wants to stop Cooper Flagg. If you're known as the flag stopper, yeah, your stock is definitely going to rise. So everybody out there wanted to just play great defense against Cooper. And to their credit, they played good defense. Cooper Flagg is just a much better player. But he also made strides at the free throw line, drawing fouls consistently and finding scoring rhythm through aggressive drives. He shot 8 of 13 from the line, which showed how overwhelming he can be for a defense to keep off the line. But he is motivated to convert better than the 61.5% he shot, and I truly believe that he'll be fine. Again, these were his first 2 NBA games against real talent, for the most part real talent, but that Spurs team was a very good team. I will give that Spurs team credit. Carter Bryant played great defense. Dylan Harper, Garcia, they've got some good rookies. But Cooper Flagg still outperformed all of them and showed them that he is a number 1 option, or number 1 pick for a reason. The article does continue by saying, "I got to the line a little better today," Flagg said. "Still missed a bunch of free throws. My mom probably wasn't very happy with that, but just trying to be aggressive. Get to the free throw line, get to the rim. I didn't change anything. I know what I can do, so I just trusted the work." Summer League head coach Josh Broghammer echoed that sentiment, calling Flagg's composure rare for a player this early in his development. "Incredible," Broghammer said. "For a kid who you say we're going to give you the basketball and they're going to pick you up full court and everyone has 10 fouls, so there's no penalty for grabbing and holding, it's even more exhausting and tougher on him than a regular game." Now, he's not playing any more Summer League games, which in my opinion is fine. We saw 2 games from him, his very first game, where we can kind of see where he's at. Obviously, nerves, the jitters, it's getting to him. But in game 2, more relaxed. He's got the first game out the way, no pressure. We saw a lot better game. But, of course, you don't want to risk injuries. You don't want to risk anything else, so he's not playing anymore. However, the defense that we saw from games 1 and 2, if we see that same defense towards Cooper Flagg in his entire rookie year, or at least for the most part of the next season, is going to pay dividends for his development. Cooper Flagg will not get better if he's not put in uncomfortable situations and there's no adversity, which is, I guess, credit to Jason Kidd as to why they want him to bring the ball down. They want to put him in uncomfortable situations so he can get better. And being exposed to that level of defense this early is only going to make him that much better of a player. And just to wrap up the article, I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. So that was the article. But we do have a quote from Noah Weber saying, "Mavs Summer League head coach Josh Broghammer said that Cooper Flagg has been incredible when handling the constant on-ball pressure throughout his first 2 games. Said that players having 10 fouls allows him to be even more physical with them, and he's handling it well." Again, that's one thing that he did do very, very well during games 1 and 2 is handling the ball, dealing with that pressure, and making the right reads. He did make mistakes. Nothing was perfect, but nothing really glaring about him that should leave fans worried. Noah Weber also said that Cooper Flagg says he felt more comfortable today despite the Spurs pressuring him 94 feet. "The confidence is amazing. The composure is also great. Cooper Flagg will be okay." But like I said, no player is perfect. You do have to work on some things. And shout out to Mavs Highlights who tweeted out, "Cooper got to tighten that handle." And again, I find it, at least for me, it is very hard to point out his flaws or what he needs to work on. You can point to the shooting, of course. Maybe rebounding, passing, it's all minor. But if you ignore those minor problems, they do become major problems. But with Cooper Flagg, tightening the handle will help him a lot. Is it that bad? Not really, but you don't want it to get that bad. For me, at least, it's kind of hard to really find areas that he needs to work on when he does a lot of things very well. Nothing that he does better than anybody, but he just does a lot of things so well. And that's why he's NBA ready. That's why he's ready to join the Dallas Mavericks team, help us win right out the gate, and help us get back to the finals. But the last thing that we're definitely going to take a look at right here, Weber tweeted out saying the Dallas Mavericks will play against the Oklahoma City Thunder in Fort Worth, likely at Dickies Arena for a preseason game on October 6th. Dallas now has 2 preseason games officially scheduled, one in Fort Worth on the 6th and one in Las Vegas against the Lakers on October 15th. So unfortunately, we do got to wait about 2.5, roughly 3 months before we see Cooper Flagg play again. He's not playing any more Summer League games, but on October 6th, the first game of preseason, is when we'll see Cooper Flagg play again, and he will be playing with the main team, so expect to see a better performance. Maybe not the craziest 30-point triple-double performance that we hope to see one day, but we will see a much better performance, even better than what we saw the other day. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think Cooper Flagg needs to go back to the Summer League and play the rest of these games? Do you think that there's a long way to go before he can really impact the game? Or you think, just like me, he's ready now? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for making it this far to the video. Make sure you check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. And as always, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.